Hey everybody, and so welcome back to episode 3 of our ARK series on the island. Now, as you guys can see from where we left off, after I had stopped the second episode, Matt came over and delivered to us this beautiful pterodon eggs from both of his top pterodons. So eventually we're definitely gonna have to hatch that. And on his way back, he had found a level 140 blue and red, I think it was, RG. And it had a baby. I claimed the baby and I just gave it some food, see if it would survive the night and grow into an adult, which it did. And so now we have another level 140 RG, and baby did grow up. And so today, what I think we are gonna do, because in this area, it is a constant battle. Argentavis and some other random stuff keep just kind of coming over here, and it's a constant fight fest. And so I think what we want to do is to go get... Thanks, Rose. That was very clean of you. To go get some dinos. Obviously, first one is we're going to have to go get that berry tamer, which we unfortunately lost on the way back last time. And then we're going to be looking at some... I want to go get a beaver, and after that a dodic, so we can get a bunch of wood and stone, so that afterwards we can start building. And I want to probably start building a garage first, or a quote-unquote garage, so that we can park these dinos in an area where they won't constantly be in a battle, because it's a pain to just always have them spread everywhere and then have to go gather them every single time. So I think that is going to be the goal of this episode, is to kind of going to be to grow this little family here, get 3 dinos, and depending how long and how chaotic it is to get those dinos, then we might start building the garage, we might not. But let's just jump right into it. I have gotten my tranks, I got a bunch of food, everyone's well fed. We're gonna throw in a baby in the base just so that he doesn't end up running anywhere. Also, a little bit off camera, I did one little metal trip, and so we have got a bunch of metal that's kind of smelted in here, that I've been using to just kind of repair my stuff and all that beautiful things. So I think first, I don't remember if beavers are berry gatherers. I think they are, but obviously they're not as good as other ones. So I think we'll just kind of ride around and try and go find that first dino. And so let's go try and find... I don't know which dino I want to get. I'll probably look... Stego is obviously a great choice. I might go check down there, near that little... I don't even remember what it's called, but right where we found the other stego, see if there's more there. If not, I might try and go for a mammoth or something like that. I do not know, but let's just go find something. All right, and so I was just about to leave. I hopped on my RG and I looked over there, and we got a 105 female mammoth right next to our base. We couldn't ask for anything better. So I'm gonna whistle passive here, and we're gonna try and tame a mammoth. Actually, before we do that, I'm pretty sure I still have some meho berries in the little preserving bin here. I do. So we're gonna grab that. That's beautiful. I love it. And we are gonna try and go tame our berry gatherer very easily right here. Now the question is, are there any more mammoths in the area that might get very angry? No, we couldn't ask for anything better. Wow. That is amazing. Alright. Come here, big boy! We're gonna need... Ooh! Let's play with the trees and the rocks. Yes. Oh, I thought I got you stuck. I know you're not torpor running. You can't fool me. You can't fool me. But I'll take the free hits. It's getting kind of foggy. Run the butt. For good measures! Oops, apparently I hit his body there. I'm so glad they don't get too... Like, they're not too fast. Makes it kind of easy to... How we doing? 3.4. Where you going, big dog? You want to go home already? Don't blame you. We do. We're almost at 3. Alright. No, don't run towards the other mammoths. You're not allowed. Please stop. Please, I beg of you, get angry at me. Should be enough. Yep. And down she goes. Beautiful. So now I'm gonna take baby out. Okay, game. All right, game. We're done with the aggressive fighting. Boss battle music still going on. There we go. All right. So we're gonna take on baby. We're gonna go clear the area. We're gonna double check, make sure everything here is good and safe. Of angry stuff this way, but okay. There we go. One shot that bad boy. Wow, brutal. Anyways, what level are you, big dog? 10. That's low level. Alright. And so let us get this bad boy coming. And I don't know what I'm gonna name it, so I'm gonna try and think up of a name as our beautiful, again, female mammoth gets tamed here. And yeah, then after that, we're gonna head on over to try and find a dode. Alright, and so our mammoth is just about to pop on up. There she goes. And I found a great name, which you guys might find stupid, but I'm gonna call her Mama Muth. Funny, right? Okay, cool. Anyways, so everyone, meet Mama Muth, which we are going to make the saddle for right now. I'm pretty sure I'll have to craft it through this here. Yep, only one in here. Beautiful. Okay, and so now that we got a mammoth as a berry gatherer, but she's also a wood gatherer, which kind of cuts it in half of the... Oh, damn, mama. Back, mama, back! Mama, relax. So, let's test this out. So we got like a little berry bush here. Okay, not too bad. Obviously, these are just basic. Does it do anything if I right click? No, so it has to be a left click. And so it's nothing crazy. Honestly, it's a better wood gatherer probably if you start trying that. No, it's a thatch gatherer. That doesn't make sense. I was sure it was a wood. Huh. Okay. So I thought that the mammoth was a wood gatherer, which turns out to be false. I guess Mama Muth will be our berry slash thatch gatherer, is what I'm gonna have to say. Okay, that I thought we had skipped some steps and got a berry and a wood gatherer in one, but yeah, that was not the case. Okay, so we got a berry and thatch, which means we still need a wood gatherer and a stone gatherer for now. Um, but now I was thinking that I still want to get a look at, where is it? The metal, and obviously the greenhouse is just the greenhouse stuff, but I want to get some metal foundations and walls just to be able to kind of see the different variants, see if I prefer the stone variants or the metal variants, and from there I'm gonna decide which one I would like to build my whole base with. And just level 16, it's a female too, don't care about that. And from there, it's either I'm gonna have to go gather like a stone and wood gatherer, or I am gonna transition more into metal gathering, which would require an Anki, and then I would have to go get a frog for cementing paste. So let me make a couple cementing paste so I can get a couple foundations and walls. We'll have a look at what the different variants look like. I'll make my decision, and then from there we are gonna go find our dinos. So let's do that real quick. Alright, and so I got just a couple, and foundation there's only two things, which is the basic or the concrete. And then the walls, it was pretty much just either different types of braced walls in metal, or this kind of concrete wall that can also be braced, which is this over here. But I think that just the amount that it cost me just to make two foundation, which is 100 metal ingots, is a ridiculous amount and is going to require so much more work that I think we're just going to stick to the good old stone. I kind of like the woods kind of texture to it, where there's stone and wood instead of metal and concrete. Although, like, yeah, this is probably stronger, but we're not really playing in a server where we need to make sure that we got some strong stuff so that it's harder to break through our walls. So from this, we are gonna need to go tame a Doedicurus and a beaver for that. And I saw a Doedicurus when I went to go make some cementing paste right near where we found that stego. I don't know if he's still alive, so I'm gonna just hop on over there. I'll get rid of these over here, and we're gonna go see what level he was. I don't remember what level he was. And then from there, we are gonna try and go find our beaver as well. And after that, we are gonna start building the actual base location, or start clearing the area and get everything that we need. And so yeah, let's go do that. Guys, I have been searching for a doe for a little bit now, and it's kind of foggy, so you can't see very well. But as I am looking for these Doedicuruses, we found a Giga. Now you can't really see it because of all this fog, but I'm trying to find how I'm going to try and tame that Giga. It is 21.4k torpor. Now it might have to be some, like, I take a shot from a long distance, hop on the RG and go somewhere else and shoot it again. But I need this fog to clear because I cannot see anything. But I kind of want to get him off this cliff down here and then shoot from above if I can. Let me try and figure out something, and then we're gonna try and tame a Giga. Alright, and so I might have an idea, but we are gonna have to do some bargaining. So let's see what we can get away with here. Good day, Matt.
Alright, what did you find?
How much could I buy your assistance for? All I need you to do is pick me up with your RG and make me float.
What the hell did you find?
What is the price for your services?
Depends on what you found.
I want to hear your price.
Where are you at?
The mountain, like on the right of the volcano.
You found a Giga. Do you even have enough bow shots to knock out a Giga?
I have 91. I was hoping I could maybe buy some arrows off of you as well.
I don't have the arrows. You think 91 plus 100 is gonna be good?
Yeah, I think so. So,
A little early for a Giga, don't you think?
no.
This guy.
So may I expect you to come and help me?
Wani. I'm at the volcano.
Beautiful. All right. Yeah, I'm on the mountain still. There you go. Nope, back on the mountain. Hold on, let me get on this rock. There we go. Alrighty. I can't look behind. Ah! One more drop!
Run! Run! You died. You died. Didn't you?
Yes, I died. Immediately. I
I
got
was trying
bit
to go
off
up.
the RG.
Um, she is climbing the. She just jumped off the mountain.
Good. Good.
She literally jumped off the mountain. She is going. She's leaving.
I'm coming back. Well, that at least means that I can get my body, so I'm good with that. Oh.
Listen here, RG.
First of all, why did you ride me in the hill?
I wasn't trying to get you right in the hill. I was trying to turn to get you an angle.
Man brought
So you
me
weren't
head
hitting
level for
hard.
a bite. Man was like, here's dinner.
I have a question. Why don't we just take pop shots from way up here?
The thing is, she came down from up there, and I didn't know if she was going to be able to just climb back up. And I thought it was going to be safer, and it was going to completely guarantee that our dinos don't die and all that stuff, but Clearly, you just right into the hill did not help very much there, but how the heck am I gonna get my body without... Eh. Oh, that worked. Way better than I thought. Alright. Transfer all. Come on here. Equip that. Right. Alright, I'm going back up here to Rose. Alright. Now this time, please don't bring me as dinner.
Why wouldn't we just take Pop? She's on the move.
Yeah,
She is in the woods.
Yeah, I can't shoot her from here. Are you crazy? I can't look left or right, like, at all. You change that, that's for sure. Okay. Try and maybe bring me just a little bit, like, higher up on the mountain. Like, drop me up here.
Here, I'm gonna get her attention. You're hitting her.
Yeah, I know. Man. Okay, never mind, we're good. Thought I was gonna need an escape plan here.
I think she's after after me. You need an escape plan.
Bro, her torpor goes down immediately. Like, she's still at 0. I gotta, like, shoot once, 76. Shoot twice. Okay, she can't move.
You're just gonna have to keep shooting her.
Yeah, and I can't miss. I can't really freaking see her no more. Oh! Oh! Ow! I'm dead again. I'm dead again.
How'd she reach you all the way up there?
I don't have any way to go back there.
Spawn that north.
I've already spawned back and the only thing I can do is craft an RG saddle for the other RG I have, but that guy's gonna be slow as heck. Alright, and so as you guys can see, when we came back from sadly being defeated by the Giga and given up, Matt came and gave us one of his 2 Doedicurus that he had, and I'm very happy, very thankful for it. And so the only thing that is going to be left for us to do, which we are going to be doing right now, is we're going to hop on Rose and we're going to try and go find our beaver, which is, we're going to go check first at that little hole at the up north to the right, pretty much where we are even, to try and go. I know there's a lot of beaver spawns there, so hopefully we can get a good level 1. Worst case, if we cannot, I might just grab a low level 1 for now, so I can at least get kind of some wood going, and then from there we're just gonna clear the area and try and figure out what exactly we are going to be building. So let me just hop on over there, hopefully find a good level beaver, and yeah. Alright, and so here we are. Let's try and find ourselves a good beaver. Let's see around here. And there's a raptor. Okay, let's take care of this first. Okay, we got a beaver dam in here. Let's check around. Levels. Well, 60. That's not too bad. Where else? Do we have any more beavers? We must have more beavers. There's no way there's only one. Another thing here. There's 2 dams, so there should be at least 2 beavers. 60. Oh, there is always another way to get the beavers' attention. This whistle passive. We're gonna raid their house. Okay, so we got the 60. Do we have anything else? There is only one beaver level 60. Well, that kind of sucks. Alright, let me go check one more area where I know some beavers spawn. And if it is not a higher level than 60, we'll just come back here and grab that level 60. So, let's head on over there. Alright, and so I checked the other spot, and sadly they were all pretty low level. I think I found like a level 10 and a level 15, something like that. So it was not worth getting. So I am back here to get this level 60 if it survived. Check around for the beaver. Where are you, Mr. Beaver? Oh, there you are. So we shall clear the area. Let's get rid of these raptors and all that stuff in here. Like if you land. A little low 55 in here as well. Not too bad. Alright, so let us land down here. Let's make sure to whistle passive. And then I don't have any meho berries, so we're gonna have to gather a couple bushes just to be able to get completely missed a shot. That's lovely. Just to get enough berries to be able to tame our friend here. Down it goes. Alright, so let's grab a couple of berries, get the meho berries that we need. Oh, you wanted to go? Let's go. Alright, and so let's grab a couple berries here. and then we shall bring it back home. All right, and so a little bit of development happened. We got beeves, we got broccoli, we got everything we need. As you can see in the bottom of my hotbar, I do have 50 foundations craft already. And I was trying to clear this area here, but like this rock here, all this big rock, I was expecting not to be able to break this big rock, but like all these rocks here are not rocks that I can break, which kind of ruined the whole building area. Because if oh, the poop, that's nice. If I go up here and I look back, all those rocks here were kind of gonna be the area where I was gonna build. So it's kind of putting a big block right in the middle of my plan. But so what I'm gonna end up doing instead is I'm gonna go just a little bit further, and I am gonna end up building right here on this island where I talked with Beast already. I let him know. Of course, I'm taking like 3 oil rocks away, sadly, and a bunch of penguin spawns, but we do not really care about it. So he gave me the go ahead. He allowed me to build here. Thank you, Matt. I'm so very thankful. But yeah, so this is gonna be where I'm actually gonna end up setting up shop. So instead of building up there, we're moving lower down here, and it's also there's not gonna be a bunch of pterodons and all that stuff that are coming all the time to try and just make it a frenzy of attack all the time. My dinos are gonna be spread, so it's gonna be a lot more peaceful as well, which is gonna be very lovely. I like that a lot. But yeah, and also we're gonna be right off the ocean, which means we can make a beautiful like water pen for all our water dinos, because I'm pretty sure these holes right here lead directly to the ocean, if I'm correct. Um, I I think so. Anyways, we can check that later on. So these could become water pens themselves. So I'm gonna kind of check around. I'm gonna try and get an idea as to what I am gonna be building and how I'm gonna be building it over here. And then we're gonna immediately jump into just building. So I guess I don't know if I'm gonna do a montage or not, but if I am, enjoy the montage, and if I'm not, then I will catch you guys in the little update. I was on my way back to building my base when I just. What is this? Passive tame, biotoxic. What are you? Are you evil? Alright, sir. I. Alright. Carry on, I guess. Bro, and this is a maze, bro. I'm gonna get lost in here. Alright, and so I realized that this entire time my mic has been kind of far from my mouth, so I do not know how much of this I will have used. But whatever I have not done, I guess I'll kind of do a recap. We tried to do the winter cave, which I had abducted Matt as he was passing behind our base as the iceberg, and I asked him if he wanted to come do the cave. He said yes. He immediately died in a death hole, we didn't realize that we couldn't bring our dinos. A bunch of stuff happened. It was kind of chaotic, and so we kind of abandoned that. And afterwards, we tried to, or not we, I tried to go find an Anki, which I could not find any good level ones. So I grabbed this baby Anki kind of as a fallback. And as I was out looking for a better one, I couldn't find any, but I had found this level 150 Carno, which we ended up taming and calling Lizard. And he is also the first male. I don't know if the baby's actually a male as well. Let me check that. Okay, so the Anki and the Carno are the two first male dinos that we have in the family. Um, and so, yeah, since I didn't really have the mic close to my face, let us hop on Rose and I will show you guys the base that I have built. Now, this has been a couple days since I had paused and said that I was going to do this, and many hours later. And so, this is what I came up with. We have this kind of base foundation here where I will probably put like some feeding troughs, some stuff like that. But it was just because it was very bumpy and bunch of hills and all that stuff. And for the smaller dinos, it might have been kind of hard to walk across. So I did that, and it also helped me be able to have the foundation support to build the cross in between. But if we hop on over here inside, I have done a little bit of stuff. You walk into this big open area. I love the wood beam pillars. And we have some lights. We have this industrial fabricator, or just the fabricator, whatever you want to say. We got the generator. So we started to make some lights. Obviously, in here, we are going to have the bedroom. Um, and so we got a couple torches here. I'm still missing some, but we're going to have a bunch up here as well. And up here, I was thinking to kind of have where I have all my preserving bins to make jerkies and all that stuff, preserving a bunch of stuff. And probably just a couple crafting things or anything that's more small. Um, that we need to do. And downstairs, I was going to do a lot more of this industrial stuff like the fabricator, the industrial forge. Probably the storage area will end up here somewhere as well. And so, yeah, this is kind of the home one. And obviously, as you come and you cross onto this section, I have this section, which is kind of the garage here, where down here, I am probably gonna have like a hatching area, a breeding area, all that kind of good stuff. And so up here, I might have some dinos as well. Right behind here, I have kind of a little box location where I might have a feeding trough and maybe some other couple things, nothing too crazy. And as we come up here, this is gonna be where I'm gonna park my small flyers. Obviously, when we get a Quetzal and all that stuff, it will probably not fit in here. So we are going to have to figure out or build something else for those as the time comes. And down here is going to be a greenhouse. We're going to be building a greenhouse here so we can build some vegetable, or not build, grow some vegetables and all that stuff, so that we can make some recipes like some kibbles and all those lovely things. And in here is probably where our dino pen is going to end up happening, because I'm pretty sure you can swim underneath the iceberg itself, and that's how we are gonna go out into the sea with our dinos. So yeah, that is the little bit of a, whoops, I went the wrong way here. That is kind of a little bit of a tour, I guess you could say, of the base itself. I had kind of done a little bit more of an in-depth, and a bunch of stuff had happened kind of when my mic was 3 feet away from me. But next episode, what we are going to be planning on doing is going to be getting this whole base area kind of started, which for that we are going to need a lot of cementing paste, metal, polymer, electronic, all that stuff. So the dinos I was needing, which was why I went to go get an Anki, was I need an Anki for metal, we're gonna go get a frog for cementing paste, and then we are just gonna have to do some metal trips, and we will probably end up in the cave, the redwood cave, to get a bunch of cementing paste in there as well. And I think that's pretty much all I was saying. Uh, again, I'm sorry for this kind of cut short version. I just now realized, as well, as I was kind of doing this outro. So I did a whole outro, and then I realized that my mic was very far from me, and so to also show why was like I was gonna get some of these storages, which is 500 per unit and 100 cementing paste, 90 polymer, and I'm gonna want a couple of these, and then obviously some fridge would cost not as much, but still decent amount. Bed, obviously, a bunch more. Some conditioners, air conditioners. It's not as much, but still a decent amount. And then even the lights, they require a little bit of stuff to do electronics polymer. You need metal as well. And when we get into the greenhouse, we need metal and cementing paste and crystals as well. So I think next episode is kind of gonna be this running around, taming stuff, building a bunch of stuff, and getting our base fully furnished, I guess you could say, ready so that we can fully live off of that base. But for now, this is where I am going to end up episode 3. Thank you all for watching the video. If you did enjoy the chaos and all that has happened, please don't be shy to leave a like and subscribe if you do like the content on this channel. It would mean the world to me, and I really appreciate all of you guys. I love you, and I will talk to you guys next time. Peace.